Well, hello everybody, welcome to the Huckleberry Show. I'm your Huckleberry. Don't really know how to start a podcast off, nor what to talk about, so this one might be a short one. Maybe 10 minutes, maybe even less. God, I hope it's less. Don't really know what to talk about in a podcast. Right now I'm playing Resident Evil 4 while I'm doing this, so I might be distracted. This is probably one of the better games from the Resident Evil series. Next would be, in my opinion, Resident Evil 6, just because of how good it was. Other than that, not much. God damn it, I hate Ashley. Ashley's the worst. She only gets good when you get that suit. I shot Ashley. Oh my god. Oh man, that was just terrible. This is just for a moment an audio podcast. I don't expect to do a video one until I get better equipment. Right now I'm recording on a phone and my microphone is my earphone, so Jesus Christ. Freaking, I shot Ashley again. What the heck? Maybe I'm just bad at the game. You know, I haven't played in months. And Resident Evil is just so good. It's one of my favorite games, Resident Evil 4 at least. And getting distracted, alright. Okay. It's very hard to multitask. At least for me. If I were to ask questions, no way you guys would answer. So this podcast is terrible, isn't it? It'll get better. It'll be better. I just gotta work on it. We'll see what happens. It's just 2 minutes in. My God, it's already horrible. There's no way I'm gonna get to 10 minutes, and it's gonna be interesting. Let's see. What else can I talk about? People usually have plans or rant about something. I was gonna rant about the government, but I don't want to be on a watch list. I'm pretty sure I already am. But being on another watch list, yeah, there's no way that's gonna happen. So, Jesus Christ, I forgot how to play Resident Evil 4. It's been years. I forgot all about it, all the secrets, all of that. I do like this guy. This guy's the best. What do you buy? When I buy anything, I'm gonna sell you everything I have, though. Do I have anything to sell? Golden egg? No, that's good. Oh, here we go. Maybe should I save these? What are you buying? Don't really know. Not even sure what to buy. What are you buying? I usually never tune any of my weapons in Resident Evil 4. I leave it as is. Oh, damn. Shouldn't have done that. Dang, freaking Ashley's already dying here. And, okay. I will say, stuff that I do miss from Resident Evil 4 that should have been implemented in other Resident Evil games is the whole... Let's see, what to talk about. Area 51 happened, though it's now a festival. I'm pretty sure. No longer a whole let's raid, save the cat girls and the waifus. So I was kind of disappointed by that. I really thought only 2 people actually were brave enough to run in, get arrested. So those are the true heroes of Area 51, the raid. Well, at least part 1. Part 2, Electric Boogaloo, will happen next year. I do want to go, but I want to go just to make money. I have a plan to buy cases of water and beer, sell them cheaper than they do, and just make money off of that. I mean, already learning a case of 36 beers. If I buy cheap. You're gonna make a lot of bank. I think that's probably like the reason why I want to go. Just make all that money. We'll see. We'll see if they even allow it to get close enough to Area 51. I was already surprised enough that people actually went. I for sure thought that nobody was gonna go. It was supposed to be furries on the front line. Furries on the front line. Kyle's in the back. Or Kyle's right after the furries, running in, taking charge. It was all gonna go according to plan. But that didn't happen. The Kyles were too busy punching walls. The memes, though. Oh man, the memes. They made it worth everything. Just seeing, like, the funniest one is, like, we came, we saw, and we kind of just stood around. I think that was, like, the funniest thing ever. Like, I didn't expect anything to happen, but if something did happen, I'd have been, like, really happy. I think I'd have been, like, I need to call out of work just to see what's going on in the news. See those Naruto runners running in. I think it would have worked out if Elon Musk had funded the whole raid. Probably would have given everybody some flamethrowers. They would have been going in, setting everything on fire. It's very hard to come up with topics to talk about when doing a podcast. Sometimes you gotta freeze up. I'm also doing this alone. I don't have anybody else to talk to about this. But I will get special guests later on. Some of the boys from work, some of the gals. See what we talk about. They're probably way more interesting than me anyway. There's some nerd watches anime. Naruto runs all over the place. I feel like when I listen back to this, my voice is gonna sound really weird. I'm not even sure what it's gonna sound like. Oh god, I don't want to listen back to this. But hey, I wanted to make a podcast just because. And now I'm here, making a really bad podcast. Very surprised at how many people I work with actually have a podcast. And theirs is on Spotify. They have personal sites for this. I'm putting this on YouTube. Nobody's ever going to watch this besides the people I link it to. It's going to be the worst podcast ever. I think that's what I'm going to call it. The worst podcast ever. Or another idea that I had for it was low budget podcast. And I think that's a better name for this. Low budget for the microphone, the host, and the phone. The low budget podcast. That's what it's going to be called. That's what I'm going to stick with. I think, hopefully, if I remember to keep doing this. I think I might forget or just might stop out of embarrassment. But I do like the idea of making my own podcast. Just talking about random stuff that I want to talk about. I don't know. Just, I've listened to a lot of podcasts, especially ones from like Rooster Teeth. Like they have a whole crew to do that. So I'm not gonna get that crazy. I'm gonna start my own crew. Just start it. I might have like people talk on this podcast as well as just like help me edit it. Maybe I'm not gonna edit it. Screw it. It's gonna take too much time. I'm lazy. Just gonna leave it as is. You get what you paid for. You paid nothing, so you get a crappy podcast. Man, we're about to reach 10 minutes, and I already want to just end it. I guess we'll keep going. If I do continue this, the next podcast will have way more stuff, at least, if I remember. I'll probably write it down. It's also going to have a few more people on it. I'm going to probably record it tomorrow. Think about a few things to talk about. I'll do better. This podcast is just a test podcast just to release something. We'll see. I'll write down some stuff. I don't know though. What would be interesting to talk about? I guess after this, I guess I'll write about it. Maybe talk about, I don't know, relationships. Nah, that's a bad idea. Yeah, that's a bad idea. I can't even be a good wingman, let alone start a podcast about relationships or an episode about relationships. But I don't know. Well, we're at the 10-minute mark, and I kind of want to be done with this already. Well, I guess we're at the 10-minute mark now, about to be 11-minute mark. The next episode will probably be longer, and I don't know, add more stuff to it. I'll write down some stuff to talk about, look at the news, talk about some stuff there. Yeah, I'm not even sure how to end the podcast. It's like, what do I say? You'll hear from me soon? No, that sounds like I'm gonna bribe you or something. Just wait till the next episode releases. I'm gonna tell you what to do. You're on your own person. Get out of here. Alright. You'll hear from me next time. See ya.